All right, my name is David with Right Line Trading. That's me up in the top right-hand corner. This is our team at Right Line. Mark Miller is the owner. Mark Sachs does newsletter. Sergio's our programmer. Rory's our head chief operating officer. Craig runs a room, David runs a room, and Charles and Brock are support staff. Okay, so let's do the disclaimer. We're not giving any buy, sell, hold recommendations. We're not licensed financial advisors. Everything we talk about in this webinar is for educational purposes only. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay, so who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, my name is David Kushner. I've been trading in the markets for over 20 plus years. I've traded stocks, options, futures. I traded Forex for 12 years. My background was I was a business owner. I had an automotive parts business that I started when I was 18 years old, and I had that business for 28 years and sold it in 2005. And since then, I've been a full-time trader. So, like most of you, you probably have a whole shelf or a hard drive full of indicators, trading systems that came with a lot of empty promises of helping you become a more profitable and more consistent trader. I know that I have a bunch of hard drives that I have with all kinds of stuff on it that I no longer use, that I paid for, and it's just cash money sitting on in a box doing nothing. Why? Because they don't work. Right? So I saw a webinar that Mark Sachs did, and I saw the money flow tracker system, and it was like, boom, that proverbial light bulb went off. And I quickly realized that this methodology isn't based around the same old indicators that everything else teaches, but more based on mathematical modeling and triple and quadruple screen analysis. So now I only trade with institutional money flow, and it's made me a much more profitable and much more consistent trader. And now we're running over a 70% win rate. So this is what we're going to go over in this webinar, is how the money flow tracker software works, the high probability setups, the unbreakable rules to follow, how I trade breakouts and sidestep losing trades, and how to pass the evaluation to become a funded trader. So those of you stay till the end of the presentation. It's about 45 minutes, maybe to an hour. We have a very special discount and a bunch of incredible software as a bonus. All right, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the questions box, and I'll be more than happy to get to everyone's questions. Okay. So what do you need? You need four things to create trading success. The first of all is you need software, not just any software. You need software that will provide you with a competitive edge over all other traders, right? And the second thing is you need that edge to track the direction of money flow. And when I talk about money flow from now on in this presentation, I'm referring to institutional money flow, right? You need, the next thing is etched in stone rules to follow, and this will eliminate discretion. And number four, which I believe is the most important, is patience. Patience to let the trade set up. So I'm going to break down the system in detail, right? But first, I'll show you a few trades that we've been taking. Here's an options trade on AMC, another options trade on GME, a couple of other option trades. Here's a trade on 30-year bonds. This was 41 ticks. We stayed in this trade all day, $1,281. Right? Here's a trade on the euro currency. All right, so it's likely you have a problem making money. Why? Because you don't have the proper tools to officially manage your trades. You overtrade. You revenge trade. That's a big one. And you make impulsive decisions, right? When you overtrade and you revenge trade, you are spending your mental capital, right? This is bad. You lack consistency. You trade with indicators that lag price. You lack a mathematical proven trade methodology. And all these things together cause you to blow up trading accounts. So my commitment to you for coming and spending an hour with me and listening to me explain the money flow tracker, how it works and how we're successful with it, is to bring this to an end. So why do 95 to 98% of all traders go broke? Because they trade with the same old things that everybody else trades with. Price action, MACDs, Elliott wave, divergence, price patterns, Fibonacci's. None of these things have any predictive properties, future predictive properties. Now, I'm not saying that the money flow tracker can look into the future, but with mathematical modeling, it gives us a better idea. So Mark Sachs was the one that engineered the software. He has 15 plus years of the field of applied mathematics. He taught at Jefferson University. He did work for the US Navy, the US Army, a bunch of other big companies. I don't remember the names of them all, and you've probably never seen a system like this in the past because it's totally unique. And we have over 500 traders between the 3 trading rooms that we trade shoulder to shoulder every morning. So before we get into the money flow tracker software, I would like to share with you my trade journal. These are my trades. Most of them are from the trading room. We don't really have enough data for 2024, so we're going to go to 2023. All right, so I have to go here. So December, this takes a minute or two, a second or two to load. December was a very tough month to trade, very choppy. As we got around Christmas time, the holidays, the volumes were really light. So we didn't trade a whole lot in December. November, we had a great month in November. So the days that are blank here are days we didn't trade. So November, we didn't trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And look what we did in November, 14,453. Right? Look at October. October was better. We didn't trade only 3 days. In October, we did 10,683. And I can show you, like, here's July. Look how many days we didn't trade. Well, I was on vacation from the 11th to the 17th. But look, we didn't trade 1 day. I'm not going to count July 4th because it was a holiday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And July still did $9,000. So why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this to prove to you that you don't have to trade every day to make a good living from trading. So last year, our overall win rate was 73%. And here was an equity curve from last year. Right? We were up $92,000, $93,000 last year. Okay, we started with a $10,000 account. Okay, our biggest loser was 550. Our biggest winner was 800. But the most important thing is the profit factor, 2 to 1, and that's why we're successful. All right, so here's my equity curve. These are the monthly reports that we've done every month, and why I use this program is because it breaks down the trading. It breaks down like November. This is the first week, second week, third week, fourth week. All right. It breaks it down by week. So the first week we had a great week. The second week we did okay. The third week was slow. The fourth week was good. The last 3 days of the month were a little slow. right? But the reason why I use this program is because it gives me extensive data on how I'm doing trading. So look, you can see all these green bars are all positive days. The red bars are all negative days, which we don't have that many. And then we have days we don't trade. So this is my trade performance. And, you know, I'm sharing it with you because we like to be transparent, right? So let's keep moving. So look, the market consists of many small retail traders plus one or more large institutional trader. Well, let me ask you a question. Since we know that most retail traders go broke, why would you want to trade with them, right? The institutional traders are the ones that really move the market. So we only want to trade with them. We want to trade with when the institutions are coming in and stepping in, right? So let's get into the money flow tracker software. I'm really passionate about trading. I love trading. I like coaching people. I like seeing people be successful with the software, right? So let's get into it. So the money flow tracker system has three key metrics that determine money flow. And again, when I talk about money flow, it's institutional money flow, right? So the first thing is triple screen assessment of order flow. The second thing is triple screen assessment of correlated markets using our neural network, which is also now called AI. And the third thing is the triple screen assessment of the LIQUIDITY, which is for momentum. So when I say triple screen assessment, and this is one of the reasons that I really love trading with the money flow tracker software, is I only have to look at one chart and I know what's going on the higher time frames. Okay, so what we do is if you're trading a 2-minute, our higher time frames are just multiples of 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18. We trade with Unirenkos, so we have to use range bars. Okay, so you have your higher time frame, your mid time frame, and your trading time frame. So the first most powerful force that moves price is triple screen assessment of order flow. So when we talk about order flow, first thing that comes to your mind is, oh no, not those candles with the numbers on the bottom, on the side, on the left, on the right, on the top. It's almost impossible for you to be able to make sense of all this and get good trading decisions and follow your rules all at the same time. So what we did was we're looking for triple screen assessment. So remember, triple screen, I like to say 3 time frames. Buys or 3 time frame sell, right? So look, if the highest time frame is going down, the mid time frame is going down, you want to trade on your shortest time frame in that direction. Triple screen, right? And you know, we're very unique. We like to make things very simple to analyze. So all our indicators are displayed in these lines type, right? So if everything's green, you're good to go. If everything's red, you're good to go. If one's green, one's red, one's yellow, you're not good to go. So when what happens is with the order flow analysis is it looks at the delta of all the candles plus the 2 higher multiple charts, the higher time frames, and it places these right into a 15 period SMA, which is we look at is this dot dash line here. All right. And obviously if it's green, it's going up. If it's red, it's going down. If yellow, it's neutral. Right. So the second thing is the LIQUIDITY. And this, we look at the triple screen assessment of the LIQUIDITY for momentum. Right. So again, you know, we use what we call our hybrid candles. So let me pull over a chart. Right. So this is how we tell order flow. Instead of using those candles with all the numbers around it, we color the outline of the candle in red if we have 3 time frame order flow going down, and green if we have the delta of this candle is positive, it'll be green. If the delta of this candle is negative, it'll be red. Now, these lines inside the candles are our hybrid candles. So we're the only one that displays Renko bars like this. Shows us where price is in the candle on the chart. Otherwise, you'll have to look on the scale to see where price is. So when you have, let's say, green outline candles, you know that there's more buyers and sellers in these candles. And when you have these tiny wicks here, let me get this drawing tool real quick. Pen. These little wicks here, see the little wicks? That's momentum. See this one here? Pulled back a little bit more, lost momentum. This one was breaking this pivot, lost momentum. Finally, it broke and it gathered momentum up, and up it went. Right? So that's how we determine acceleration. Okay. So that's using the modified Laguerre. So the modified Laguerre is we took all these indicators, we added an algorithm to them and a smoothing factor, and we developed what we call the modified Laguerre, which is on the bottom, right? On the bottom right here. So the modified Laguerre is an oscillator, but it's not an oscillator that you can look for divergence on. It just shows the strength of the trend. Okay, so when we have 3 time frame momentum going up, that's what we want to see on each time frame. And again, we're going to use the modified Laguerre, and when the percent Ks are sloping up, it'll be green. When the percent Ks are sloping down, it'll be red. And when they're sideways, it'll be yellow. So the modified Laguerre is on the bottom here, this band here. When this crosses below 20, it turns red. When it crosses above 20 and is sloping up, it'll be lime green. And when it crosses 80, it will be dark green. And when it crosses below and sloping down, it will be orange. Okay, you got that? When it's pinned at 100 or at 0, we get the acceleration dots. That's how we know the momentum is there. So now let's get into the quant lines, right? The quant lines, what do they tell us? What they do is they take 28 market components. They're examined by our AI system for correlation. Now, correlation is very powerful and most people ignore it. So if the euro currency is going up, wouldn't you want to see the pound going up, the yen going up, the Australian going up? Basically, if the dollar is getting stronger, wouldn't you want to see it against all the major pairs? I mean, if the euro's going up, the pound's going down, the yen's going down, the Australian's going up. Not really it's not going to be a very good move. But when you have everything moving at the same time, like if you're trading NQ, you really would like to see ES, RTY, and YM both going in the same direction. You don't want to see 2 going down and 2 going up. It doesn't really help your trade. It's like the old saying, a rising tide floats all boats. Well, they're kind of the same thing. So then we figured, you know what, let's go ahead and make our trades even more better probability trades by adding another time frame. So what we did was we developed the C2 indicator, right? And the C2 indicator adds another time frame. So basically what you would do is take 18 times 3, and that would be your 4th time frame. So it's really easy to put it all together, right? I know I'm going through telling you about them and this and that, but once you see everything together, it's really easy, right? So the money flow tracker, here's the rules and here's the setups. The first thing we need is the colored background, right? Just the colored background is going to tell us we have 3 time frames in the same direction. The next thing is we want the 4th time frame. So we have the C2 indicator, which is displayed by this stair-stepping line on top of the candles. The third rule is the thick line is our trend line, the dot dash line is the 15. We want to see the 15 below the trend line going up and above the trend line going down. Because when you look at it over here, right, you look at it over here, you have first of all, you have a flat trend line. You don't have anything going on the 15. When it crosses over here and is diverging, that's where the strength of the move comes in. So the next rule is if you have a pivot or a higher time frame support or resistance area, it must break by 3/4 or more of the candle's body. And then you must wait for a pullback candle, right? And I'll explain to you why we have to wait for the pullback candle, right? The 5th rule, the quants. The top is the short term, the bottom quant is the long term. Pretty easy, right? Then you have your multiple time frame LIQUIDITY. You want to see that green also. And the 7th rule, you want to see your acceleration dots, right? So the modified LIQUIDITY either is going to be at 100 or at 0 to get the acceleration dots. And there's the setup, and there's the results from this trade, 63 ticks, $630 per contract. Pretty easy. The charts should look just like this. Go back here. The charts look just like that. Here's a chart on NQ. Really simple. We're looking for a colored background. We're looking for everything to be green. This was a break and a pivot, and this was a successful trade. All right, pretty simple. All right, so look, here's a trade that took on gold for 60 ticks, 600 bucks. This is a trade that I took on CL. 55 ticks, took the first contract off at 10 ticks, that's 100 bucks. The second contract I exited when the 15 changed from red to yellow. Right? So this total trade was $650. I trade 6 accounts. That's $3,400, $3,300. Right? So if you can follow these easy to follow rules, okay, you should have very high probability successful trades. Now, I'm never going to say that you're going to have losing trades. It's part of trading. That's everybody's biggest problem. They don't want to lose. They have losing trades. They think that every trade they take should be a winning trade. The market can't work that way. But you have to be able to look at the market and be able to read what's going on in the market. And that's where I come in, right? So, but we can't guarantee anything, but trading with the money flow tracker rules will keep you out of choppy, non-trending markets, which usually leads to losses where most traders lose money. And remember, it's okay not to trade every day, right? When I showed you my trade journal here, right? And you look at this and you say to yourself, all these days you didn't trade. Well, you know what? If we would have tried to trade these days, these are days that retail traders get hammered with losses. right? Because they're trading markets that are choppy, range bound, no direction. Okay, we trade with the trend. And if there's no trend, we don't get setups. So the money flow tracker will keep you out of the market, keep you out of pushing the button when you have low volume and institutional traders are not trading, right? So look, the money flow tracker software gives you clear and exact entries, clear and exact exits, and you get all your ATMs pre-configured for you. So again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the questions box. So I'm going to teach you how I trade breakouts with the money flow tracker, and I call it the pullback and go strategy. So what is the pullback and go strategy? So let me go ahead and get the pen out. Okay. So look, the shaded area here, that's higher time frame support. This dash line here is a pivot. So we must break the pivot by 3/4 of a candle and then wait for the pullback candle here. So why do we wait for a pullback candle? Well, we place our order to sell on down close about when the candle pulls back to here, about halfway. That's when we place our order to sell on down close, right here. If this goes up like this order gets canceled if this bar closes up. Follow me? So this, now, does it work every time? Nothing in trading works every time. But let's say this is coming down, runs down here, does a liquidity grab or grab stops, and turns around and goes up. We just sidestep a losing trade. And we sidestep losing trades all the time. All the time. And this saves us a lot. This saves us from taking losing trades on breaks of pivots or breaks of support or resistance. Here's another one. You can see my markers on here, right? Broke the pivot, wait for the pullback, buy on up close, hit profit target 1, profit target 2. Another one on crude oil. Here's 2 on the Canadian dollar. Okay? Any questions about anything yet? Can you guys hear me and everything? If nobody is saying anything. So, all right, as long as you understand. So now I want to, let's see. Okay, please explain the exit strategy. Sure. So the exit strategy is like this. There's 2 ways to exit a trade. You can exit by trailing your stop, or you can exit by, I'm going to make this chart full screen and make this bigger. Or you can exit when the 15 changes color. So this changed color right there. So if you got in this trade here, it would stay in this trade until this changes color. That's one way. The second way is trailing your stop behind the market. There's that. So now I want to talk about the auto trader. Now the auto trader, we only traded on MNQ. We traded on a large bar size. It follows the rules of the money flow tracker software. Here's a trade that we took, 704 ticks. Here's another trade the auto trader took for 665 ticks. Here's one that it took and was in all day till almost about 1:30 and it exited on line change for 1,016 ticks. Here's another trade for 792, and here is the equity curve. Okay, here's the equity curve from 2021 and 2022. Okay, any other questions? Let's see, Gil said, you have showed a profit factor of 2. How do you set it up? You mean in my trade journal? It does that automatically. It tells me, so this is the month. Let me see. I don't know if it's, well, this is telling me overall. Once the month is closed, I can't get the data again on it. I don't think so. Yeah. And that's something I put in for them to make a change. And they're really good about making any changes that you would want. So how to pass evaluations, right? This is how you pass evaluations. You focus on the process. Don't focus on the carrot. Don't focus on the results. Focus on what you're doing. You'll be much better trader if you do that. And don't worry about the money. The money will come if you focus on the process. So look, the challenges or evaluations or whatever they call them, they're really designed to make you fail because of the parameters that they put in place, like how many trading days to pass, your trailing drawdown, right? All this causes sloppy trading, revenge trading, impulse trading, and stresses you out, right? You know, I had somebody in the trading room, they were like $200 away from passing their evaluation, and they had like 1 day before they had to renew and pay for their evaluation account again. And he says to me, he says, I'm going to pass this today no matter what. I said, don't do that. Wait for your setups. And he didn't. And he ended up blowing the account. And then he had to start all over again. So, you know, to save 30 something bucks, you know, all these trading companies are giving discounts and all this stuff now. Apex Trader Funding just got done with 80% off lifetime. You know, it doesn't pay. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? And if you think you're going to get rich quick, then you shouldn't trade, right? So here's my process. If you think you get so let's say you get a $50,000 account, right? Evaluation account, right? You think everybody says, oh, I'm trading six $50,000 accounts. No, you're not. You're trading your drawdown is 2,500 bucks. Your drawdown is what you're trading. Forget about the 50K, you know, or 100K or 150K account. Who cares? You know, yeah, it sounds good. Oh, I'm trading 650K accounts. Oh, you're trading 300,000? Yeah, no, you're trading $2,500 is your drawdown. That's what you're trading. The maximum risk per trade is 10% of the drawdown that I put on any one trade, right? And why? Because if you're only 50-50 trader and you're trading 1-to-1, you're break-even trader. You're not making money. If you're a 50-50 trader and you're trading 2-to-1, you're making money. If you do 10 trades and you make $100 on 10 trades, you do 10 trades, you make $100 on 5 trades and you lose $50 on 5 trades, you're still up $250. You're profitable. We're more than 60% profitable. So that's why we're making money. But if you're, let's say, you know that most professional traders only 30 to 40% win rate, but they have very large winners and very small losers, and that's what makes them profitable, right? So rather than avoid risk, take intelligent risks And that will give you that competitive edge you need for trading. It's like the mouse. He's going to get that piece of cheese, but he's got his hard hat on. And if this thing slaps over, he's not going to get hurt. Right? So let's see. Any other questions here I didn't get to? So Derek wants to see the return graph. You want to see my equity curve? That's my equity curve. Yeah, we've had some bad months. We've had some little drawdowns here and there, you know. But overall, you know, we've had a great equity curve. So trading success. That's what everybody wants. Financial freedom. I don't blame you. You have no financial pressure. You work from home. You have no boss. You have no commute. And you have the advantage of being a full-time trader and working for yourself, right? And that's really where you want to be. You want to be able to sit down, trade for 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever, make a few bucks, and go on and do whatever you want to do. You know? So look, the money flow tracker is the most powerful software and trading methodology out there, and now it's available to the small retail trader. Right? So I went through, I showed you the money flow tracker software, I showed you my trading results, I showed you everything I need to show you. So now you have two choices. Your first option would be, if you're a successful trader and you're making money and you're just, then continue on your current path, and God bless you and keep doing it. But most of you are probably in the second option. So if you take action today and join the thousands of traders that work 4 plus or minus hours a day from home, have no boss, and total financial freedom, then the money flow tracker software is for you. Right? What are the benefits and features of it? It's easy to learn. The workspaces are it. You get the workspaces. It's perfect for beginners. You can trade any account size. We have some people that just trade micros. I have some people that just trade with the MNQ Auto Trader. They still have jobs. They turn it on in the morning, they come back home, and either they made money or they lost money. But in the Auto Trader, there's parameters where you can say, I'm only willing to lose, let's say, $250 a day. Well, if it gets down $250, it stops trading. Or you say, if it makes me $500, I want it to stop trading. And that's how it's worked. You know, you can use it for futures, forex, stocks, and options, right? So look, Rory texted me and said, we have very special deal today. For the first 10 traders, you'll get these additional software products, right? You'll get the market scanner. So look, here's my market scanner. It's easier for me to explain it here. So look, these are the instruments that I look at. CL, we trade on a 2510, same as gold, same at natural gas. ES, we trade on a 248, so we're watching natural gas in this column. YM and RTY, we trade on a 41020, so we're watching it in this column. I have my volume here. I put these, I added these, right? But this tells you that you have a potential setup. It's not telling you that you have a setup, but that's where, when you see that a buy or a sell in that column for that instrument, you go look at the chart, right? So you get that, which is a $999 value. You get the NDT, which is execution platform. So when I was talking about buying up close or sell on down close, this is what we use. So as that candle's pulling back halfway, I'd say sell on down close, and it places that order. And if that candle closes up, the order gets automatically canceled. So you will get this as part of your package at $14.99 on the website. You get the Master Class series on futures, forex, stocks, and options. These are really good series. I've watched them. I've learned a bunch of stuff from them. Right? You get 1 month of my trading room, which was a study was done by this Dr. Allen, evaluated our trading room. We came out on top. This was published in Traders World and Stock and Commodities magazine. So here's our offer that we're doing today. So the Money Flow Tracker software is normally $23.95. We're giving 50% off today, which ends up being $11.97, less than $100 a month for the year. If you want to do a quarterly subscription, it's normally $11.97. We're giving $500 off, it's $6.97. And if you want to do a monthly, we're doing $200 off, ends up being $3.97. But here's the thing is, if you subscribe, the best deal is the 1 year. And if you subscribe, you have to be committed. Committed to being in the trade room, learning. I can't tell you how many people we have in the trade room that came in, were losing traders, and now they're making money. This offer expires tonight at midnight. And for the first 10 people, you'll get the Auto Trader, which is a $29.97 value. You'll get the NDT platform. You'll get the market scanner. You'll get a month in my trade room. You'll get all the video tutorials, and you'll get your software installed and coaching support from me in the trading room, right? For less than $100 a month. You can't go wrong with this package that we put together for you guys. And what I'm going to do also is give you the Money Flow Tracker minute chart templates if you prefer to trade with minute charts. I trade with Unirenko charts. Some people like to trade with minute charts, okay? So if you just got subscribe, here's my commitment, is to help you become a successful trader. Remember, if you're not successful, it's not your fault. Again, if you're not successful, it's not your fault. You're just not using the right tools to be successful. It's like trying to pound a nail with a screwdriver. Yeah, you'll get it in eventually, but if you use the right tools, a couple of shots and it's in, right? Look, the Money Flow Tracker software is totally unique and will give you that edge to trade with the institutional order flow, which is where you want to be trading. You want to trade with the institutions. They are the ones that move the market, not the retail traders. I think most people are so used to trading with retail traders and amongst each other that you forget, or you don't realize, that where the movement happens is with institutional traders, not with retail traders. But, so my commitment is to teach you not about how to read the setups. I could teach a 5-year-old to read the setups, right? But it's to also help you develop that mental mindset you must have to achieve financial independence. Look, trading is not a difficult thing. It's a mental thing, okay? You have to get over certain hurdles in trading, the fear of losing, the fear of missing out, a lot of different things that go through your mind when you're sitting here looking at charts. That's why it's important to be in a trade room. So you're in with a community of traders and a moderator that trades the same way every time. I've been doing it for 3 years. I trade the same setups every day. And why don't I trade every day? Because the setups don't show every day. When the markets are up light volume, institutions aren't trading, they're keeping it within ranges. Those aren't days that we trade. Okay. So look, here is the link. I think Roy already put the link in the chat box. Here's the link. So Here is the website. So we'd go here to trading systems, right? Oh, come on. And then you come down to money flow tracker, right? And you would click on sign up annual, and you here, you put your coupon code save 50 and the percent sign. Apply the coupon, right? And then it went down from $23.95 to $11.97. And we're going to keep it at the same price for your first renewal in January. So you'll get the same price for 2 years, not 1 year. Okay, so all you need to do is go to rightlinetrading.com, go to trading systems, money flow tracker, use the coupon code, or if you prefer, put your name and your phone number in the questions box, and either myself or most likely Rory will give you a call, and you can ask him any other questions you have about the software, about anything you'd like. Some people would rather do it in person, some people don't mind doing it online. So we're going to give you that option. So look, it's a well-known fact that 95 to 98% of day traders and swing traders are losing money. And they are, because I used to be one of them, but not anymore for a long time. Look, this is guy's a retail trader. And what is he doing? He's flushing his money down the commode. And what is this guy doing? This is the institutional trader and our traders, since we trade with them, just taking that money from the retail trader. And that's what they do day in and day out. Why do you think they have stop runs and head fakes and some people call it liquidity grabs? You know, they see orders, they know where the orders are, you know, but our traders don't trade with retail traders. We trade with institutional traders, and that's why we make money. All right. So again, here is the offer that we're doing today for the first 10. And let me see, Rory, let me ask him how many we have so far. Okay, so while I'm waiting for him to answer, so look, it's 50% off. Our normal price is $11.97, less than $100 a month. And you get the first month in my trading room also. If you want to do a quarterly, we're giving $500 off of that. If you want to do a monthly, we're giving $200 off of that with these coupon codes, save $500 or save $200. The offer ends tonight. And he said 6 people have signed up. He said that he has 4 more, but if anybody wants to sign up, he says from the webinar that he's going to keep the coupon code active till midnight tonight, and you'll get the bonuses included for anybody that wants to sign up. So this is a video. There's probably about, I don't know, 20 or 30 people that sent in recorded testimonials about Rightline and the money flow tracker. And this woman came to Mark and said, you know, I don't know anything about trading, but I know somebody that trades and they're doing well. And he said, can you help me? So he said, took her by the hand and said, look, he taught her everything. She didn't know anything about trading. She didn't know what NQ was. She didn't know what Ninja Trader was. She didn't know anything. Mark sat her down, showed her what to do, basically said to her, when you have a dark pink background and you have red candles and you have this stair-stepping line and the dot above and everything down here is red, click on sell on down close. And that's what she did. For 4 months, that's all she did. Demo traded, clicking on down close when everything's set up. Now she's a 6-figure trader and she doesn't trade every day either. right? So here is another email, that testimonial that got sent in by somebody in my trading room. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but when he first was in a webinar, he sent me a question in the questions box. And his question was, I am the world's worst trader. I've lost so much money trading. I'm thinking of quitting. I like what you're showing me, but I don't know if I can do it. And this was this guy, David. So this is what he wrote. The money flow tracker software, along with David's methodology and rules for trading, allowed me to act like a robot and eliminate any guesswork or emotions from my trading. We use the NDT, which allows us to use a single button to enter a trade when we see the correct setup, following the rules. So every day it's simple. See setup, push button, see setup, push button, see setup, push button. Now he has 7 Apex funded accounts and 7 funded accounts at Blue Knox. And this is a guy that came to me and said that I am the world's worst trader. I can't do this. Help me. Right? And he says my win rate is not perfect yet, but it's still 60%. Some people would kill to have a 60% win rate. Okay. So again, this is the coupon code, save 50%. You'll get all the extra bonuses. It expires at midnight tonight. You get a month in the trading room included. I mean, this is the best deal that we put together in a long time for you guys. We want to have more people in our community. We're building a really good community of traders that are helping traders. And I help a lot of people in the trade room, and some people I've helped over the last year or so and really don't need my help that much anymore, but they know how important it is to be in a trade room. Look, I was always not a big trade room guy throughout my trading career, but now that I'm running a trade room, I see where the value was, and I probably could have done better if I was in a community of traders. Plus, I've made some good friends and some good relationships with some of the traders. All right, and you'll get the money flow tracker minute chart templates also. So, any questions? No questions? So Rory said that he's already had 9 people sign up. Look, 2024, I believe, is going to be a great year for trading. I think it'll be better than 2023. But the thing is that you must follow the rules. Rules in trading are not meant to be broken, right? So if you follow the rules and you focus on trading, you should have no problem. Look, I'm not there pushing the button for you. You're making your own trading decision. But I call out trades in the room all the time. Are all trades winners? No, but a high percentage of them are winners and some are losers. And that's just part of trading. You know, right now, we're in the first week of the year. Volume isn't that great. You know, things aren't really moving that quickly. You know, market's a little choppy. You know, it's just the way it is. But I believe starting next week, things will start getting back to normal. Institutional traders will be back. Everybody will be getting ready to go, you know, full force for 2024. It's like this every year. The first week in January is very choppy and spotty. Look, tomorrow, who knows? We have non-farm payroll tomorrow. That could give the market a boost either way. You know, this is all about the Fed right now. It's all about what the Fed's going to do. All right. So if you'd like to put your name and your phone number in the questions box, Roy will give you a call afterwards. We're not going to call you 5 times. We're going to call you once or twice till we get a hold of you. You have no obligation. Or if you'd like to call us, you can call us at 786-732-4656. Okay. Let's see. I don't know why the questions box is not arranged the way I want it. Okay, so look, I know there are some questions here that I didn't ask. I didn't get to because they were not sorted. The newest. Okay, great presentation. Do you have 2023 on the Auto Trader? Not yet. Could I do a webinar on the trade journal? I talk about the trade journal in the trade room. Our trading sessions are from 9 to, excuse me, I'm gonna get a little drink here. It depends. If the markets are moving and there's volume, we trade till 12. If the markets are slow and sluggish and not, we're done usually by 11:30. This is how I trade. If I take my first trade and I make over $1,000, I go to sim. That's one of my rules. Do we get the Auto Trader? Yes, you get all the templates. You get the Auto Trader set up for you. Let's see, the Auto Trader. Here, look. This is how easy it is to set up the Auto Trader. This is the Auto Trader. You get the template. I have some of my own templates in here, but I would just use the regular MNQ swing trade. And then the only thing you need to do here is go down and change the account you want to trade on and make sure it's the right instrument. And then you click OK, and then in Strategies tab, you turn it on. All right? It's easy as that, Ryan. For $250, I don't understand. Let's see. For $250 drawdown, would you trade micros? Anything? Yeah, Gene. There's nothing wrong with trading micros. Look, I trade micros on NQ a lot because of the stop is larger. If my stop is larger, then I'm going to cut down my risk. It's all about risk. You know, professional traders, the things they worry about the most is not how much they're going to make, is how much they could possibly lose. Retail traders like us, people worry about how much am I going to make? If I take this trade, how much am I going to make? No. Professional traders take this trade and say, if this trade doesn't work, how much am I going to lose? Not, if I take this trade, how much am I going to make? You know, and if you can change your mindset to being more concerned about how much you're going to lose instead of how much you're going to make, you'll make more money. It sounds weird and it sounds crazy, but if you focus on your risk, your reward will come. So Craig's asking, what do you think is the best times to trade? I wish I could answer that, but I trade from 9:30 in the morning, and there are some days that I'll trade till 2, 3 o'clock. It all depends. Some days there's really nice trades between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But once I've reached my goal for the day, I'm done trading live. I'm taking that money in my account and it's not coming back out. And if it happens at 9:45 in the morning, well, then I'll just trade sim the rest of the day. We have people in the trade room that have sent me emails telling me that they appreciate how patient I am waiting for the setups, how disciplined I am, and I never used to be that way, okay? But trading with this software has enabled me to become extremely patient trader. Why? Because you see this chart here, right? We only trade when the background is green or dark pink, right? So this is green, but we don't have the setup. You know, the trend line is flat. Okay, this is green. We don't have the 15 below the trend line till up here. Let me take this off of here. Okay, and you don't have the C2 on any of this. So you look at it and you go, no C2, no trade. If I had the C2, I'd say, well, trend line's not above the 15, no trade. And it's easy as that. But it keeps you out of these choppy, non-directional markets. Okay, and that alone is worth the money for the software. So if you could master the setups and you could trade with this software and not push the button unless you have a proper setup, then we'll help you with that. Okay, we'll help you fix that. It's an easy fix. It's not hard, but you have to be willing to do the work. All right. Any other questions? Robert, Rory will give you a call as soon as I'm done here in about a few more minutes. Anybody else want to get a call back from Rory? Okay. I'm just going to go one more time. Where is that? If you prefer to do it yourself online, just go to Right Line Trading, Trading Systems, Money Flow Tracker, go down to the bottom, click for the year, and put the coupon code in. Save 50%, and bam. Wait a minute. Save 50%, apply it. And I didn't realize this, but you're going to get the same price for next year renewal also. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that they were doing that. So, and you get the money flow tracker, you get the installation, you get the trading room, you get the auto trader, you get the NDT, you get the master classes, you know, you get everything that I showed you. All right, let me scroll down here. Okay, trading session. I was wondering if the prop firms will eventually put a trader in my trading account. Futures brokers will require at least 500 trades each contract. I was wondering if a prop firm will eventually put a trader in a live trading room account with futures brokers. I don't understand that. Okay. The trading room, I think, is $147 a month. Gene, please answer. Let me see. Was your question about the $250 drawdown to trade micros? I have no problem with trading micros. I have traders that only trade micros. It works good for them. You know, newer traders, I always recommend trading micros. You know, traders that are just starting with the software, I say tell them all the time. Trading, see, here's the thing is, trading sim to me is a waste of time, right? You're better off if you're going to trade NQ, trade 2 micros, right? They're 50 cents a tick per micro. So you're trading $1 a tick total. If you lose, you lost $40. Not a big deal, right? Compared to if you trade regular contracts, you're going to lose $400. You know, CL, I trade full contracts because I know I trade CL all the time. I know how it works. You know, so trading CL, I mean, I prefer to trade. I would rather say CL and gold than trade the indexes. But we trade NQ, RTY, YM, gold, and crude oil, and MNQ on the auto trader. Okay. Mark H. Let's see, you just joined your system. Thank you, Mark. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you in the trade room. The trade room, you'll get a link. Rory will send you a link to the trade room. Okay. If you don't get a link for some reason, email me. It's David Kushner at rightlinetrading.com, and I'll get you the link. Yes, Gillis, if you subscribe to the auto trader, if you subscribe, you will get everything here. You'll get the money flow tracker auto trader, you'll get the NDT, the market scanner, a month in the room, all the videos and tutorials, and your software installed. So yes, you do. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that. You do not get the AI auto trader. You get the money flow tracker auto trader. Okay, look, the money flow tracker auto trader today did a couple of trades. Oh, it's not going to show on here because I'm on a different login. It took, let me see something here, chart trader. It wasn't, it's not going to show up here because I'm on a different computer. So I'm logged in on a different thing. But it took 3 trades today and one and ended up making almost 400 bucks. And we're testing out the money flow tracker auto trader on CL right now, trading it this same chart, but what the auto trader does, it follows the rules. Okay, just like I showed you the rules, it follows those rules. The only thing it doesn't do, it doesn't wait for a pullback candle. But you can set it up to trade if you get a pullback candle, but it has to be a deep pullback candle. In other words, it has to have a wick coming out the bottom of the candle on the pullback, like this candle right here. Like this candle here that's got this little wick here. I'll show you. Right here. There's a setting there where you can use they call the wick entry. So wick has to come out of the bottom of the candle, and then it'll place the order at the top of the candle. Because think about it, if the sellers were trying to push the market down, they couldn't, and they pushed it, and the buyers came in, that's when the momentum would be more to the upside. You get the auto trader settings as part of your templates. You get the templates for all the charts and the bar sizes, and you get the auto trader and the templates. So, all right, let's keep going here. All right, so I want to thank you for attending. Any other questions? Donna, I see you put your name in there. Roy will be giving you a call. How does it compare to the AI auto trader? They're 2 different systems. That's all I can say. They're just 2 different systems. So Terry, hey Terry, I know Terry a long time. Just to clarify, there is one of the setup that actually automatically manage space, the parameters, no hands. Is this set up on the AI package? It's a totally different thing. We're talking about the auto trader for the money flow tracker. Alrighty. So if you use coupon code SAVE 50% sign, you'll be paying less than $100 a month for this software, and you'll be paying the same price upon your renewal for next year, which I think was pretty good of them to do that. All right, so we've been going for a little bit more than an hour. All right, I want to thank you for attending. Oh, okay. I want to thank you for attending this evening. Look forward to seeing a bunch of you guys in the trade room with me. And hey, look, the only thing I can tell you is that this tells the story by itself. You know, every day when I'm done trading, I do a performance report from NinjaTrader, right? And then it downloads it into a Excel spreadsheet. And this Excel spreadsheet I click on and I upload it. Okay? And what it does is it places every single trade I've made in and out. It even shows, where is it? Oh, I don't have it. It even shows the trade ID if you want. You can You can see here, trade ID. So look, there's the trade ID from NinjaTrader. So these are imported directly from NinjaTrader. Every day, this is what I do every single day. And that's how I get my data. And that's how I can determine how am I doing trading, right? Here, look, here is September. August was our best month, right? August, we did $18,155, right? We had 3 days from the 28th to the 31st, we did $7,700 in 3 days. These are, I trade 6 accounts. I only put in my trade journal my live trades. Okay, Wally? All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for attending. Hope to see you all in the trade room. Remember, the coupon code, say 50% sign, expires at midnight tonight. Have a great evening. Be safe and Happy New Year to everybody. And let's make this year a very successful financial year using the Money Flow Tracker software. Have a good evening. Take care and bye-bye.